Many clients who sign up to work with me do it so they can move forward with their business, project, or whatever they want to do. I see it time and time again. They ask me how am I able to move so quickly on so many things, but they struggle to get one thing off the ground. I'm going to talk about how to get out of your own way and take imperfect action. Hey world, it's Rico. Today I'm going to talk about something that's really important, but more often than not, it's the number one factor for leaders and entrepreneurs, how to get out of their own way. A lot of times we know what we need to do, but for some reason we just can't seem to take the first step. We have this need to make sure everything's accounted for and every potential outcome has been thought of. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's all BS. If you really want to make something happen, you have to get out of your own way and learn to take imperfect action instead of no action waiting to be perfect. Here is how you do it. Stop overthinking things. In a world where there is data and there are metrics everywhere, we can get into analysis paralysis and fail to take action. We try to think of every potential outcome and make sure we account for everything. Stop doing that. Nothing that goes out has every outcome thought of. It's much better to go out today at 60-70% confidence and learn quickly versus taking 2 to 3 more weeks or even 2 to 3 months that won't give you any better data. Don't get me wrong, don't ship something that's bad, but don't let perfect be the enemy of good. If it's good enough to test and not broken, go for it, go do it. This goes for anything in life, whether it's investing, startups, A/B tests, whatever you're trying that is new. Don't compare yourself to others. This is also where we fail to take action. We need to understand the competition and feel like we stand a good chance. Don't do that, don't worry about that. You might miss your opportunity to find a specific niche or to even just do it better. You remember Friendster? How about MySpace? Facebook? What about Snapchat? Do you think those founders thought about their competition before just being bigger and better? There are probably 2 to 3 similar businesses that never got started because they thought Friendster or MySpace were at the top of the social game. Don't make that same mistake. Let go of perfectionism. No one and nothing is perfect. If you believe in perfection, show it to me and I'll find you a flaw. But yet, many of us stand behind perfectionism like we get a badge for it. When I hear someone that is a perfectionist, and I used to be, I think right away that they're afraid of putting themselves out there because maybe they're afraid of being judged and that the work they put out there may not be that good. So we hide behind the word perfectionism so we don't have to fully put ourselves out there. I'm going to remind you, nothing is perfect. And once you can let go of that, you'll be more free to share and put your work out there for feedback, not judgment. Perfect, for sure, is the enemy of good. Be okay with not knowing everything. Clients ask me, but what if I make a mistake? Or what if I'm wrong? My response, so what? What if you are? What happens? In most cases, it's the fear of looking like you don't know what you're doing. Don't worry about that. When I was at Zappos, SEO became a thing and nobody at the company knew about it. Tony asked me if I wanted to figure it out and I said, sure, why not? Did I know anything about SEO? Hell no. But was I willing to learn, figure it out, and be humble about what I actually could do? Of course. I was okay with that. It gave me an avenue to grow, challenge myself, and expand my role. I was okay not knowing, and I admitted it to anyone who would listen. No one knows everything. Embrace your mistakes. You will make mistakes. If you don't, that means you're not taking the right actions. You're not pushing yourself far enough. Mistakes and experience is the ultimate classroom. You learn so much from making mistakes. I made a $2 million mistake at Netflix that we won't talk about, but it led to so many more bigger and impactful projects. But if I never made that mistake, who knows if we would have done the other projects? Just be sure you learn from your mistakes and be somewhat calculated. I personally am very risk tolerant, but it's only because I've learned to be that way. I've made so many mistakes that I know they are just as valuable as wins. You must embrace your mistakes and use them to create more wins. Iterate quickly, an easy one. Launch, learn, iterate, repeat. That's it. You must learn to iterate or pivot quickly to take advantage of learnings. You want to be fluid, nimble, and flexible. And that was my competitive advantage at Zappos and Netflix. We were technology companies first instead of retailers or studios first. That meant we could pivot much quicker in how we did things. For example, Nordstrom's, Blockbuster, even Disney, they've done what they've been doing for decades. What we did was come in and provide an alternative and one that could iterate quickly to make customer experiences even better. We didn't have 50 to 60 years of process and culture to kind of disentangle. We saw an opportunity and solved it right away. Use that nimbleness as your competitive advantage over the existing players or the existing products. Imperfect action is better than no action at all. It is the motto I live by and how I approach everything that I do. I don't try to overanalyze and I lean into calculated risk. I know there's no such thing as perfect and I learn quickly. I'm not saying that this is the best way to do things, but these are the patterns I have to coach people out of. If you can work on them yourself, you'll be way better off for it. If you need some strategies to help you get over imposter syndrome, which is often directly related to why many people don't take action, go ahead and check out that video next, and we will see you next time.